episode. Let's get into it. These are memories I wish I could bury and never remember them. The year is 2007. Quinlan, Texas. I'm living with my aunt and uncle and their 3 daughters. It is a very normal weekend for us. Drove to Terrell to pick up some supplies at the Home Depot. The youngest is asleep. My aunt tells me to stay in the truck so that the baby remains sleeping. They all get out. My uncle leaves his phone behind. It's his work phone, so he hardly ever carries it with him. So I'm just sitting there fighting the urge to fall asleep as well. You guessed it, I dropped. Then my uncle's phone begins to ring. The call is from someone unknown. I answered because it could have been a coworker of his. Hello? I hear only heavy breathing and some horrifying noises in the background. Hello? Who is this? I ask. A very deep voice answers. Do you know who you are speaking to? No, I don't. That's why I asked. There's a pause before I ask. Are you looking for my uncle? Another slight pause. Meanwhile, I start to hear screams in the background. These weren't your typical screams of fright. They were blood-curdling. Chills ran down my entire body. The voice finally answered. No, I'm looking for you. I shrugged it off, but was a little frightened. Look, whoever you are, don't call back. I hung up the phone. Within seconds, it's ringing again. I just stare at the phone with an unknown caller ID. It won't stop. Finally, I work up the courage to answer. Look, stop calling or I get cut off by the voice. You really don't know who you are talking to. I'm the devil. My entire body went cold and I immediately hung up. The phone rang again. Look, whoever you are, stop calling or I'll call the police. Another pause. The screams are now amplified. You don't believe me, do you? The voice said. I'll prove it to you. I will show up in the shape of a black dog. The call dropped. Now I'm panicking, watching the exit doors of the Home Depot, hoping that my aunt and uncle come out. Luckily, they did. I was relieved. As we pulled away from the Home Depot, I looked towards the street and see a black dog walking in the direction of the Home Depot. It stopped dead in its tracks as we drove past, watching us until I no longer saw it. That entire week was filled with horrific events. But the one that really shook me to the core was the night I heard these yells outside of my bedroom window. My aunt and uncle lived on a farm, so they had sheep and goats. I woke up to this strange noise coming from the barn. It's 2 a.m. I'm petrified. Every minute that passed, the noise was getting closer and closer. This kept going for the next 3 hours. By the time my uncle woke up for work, the noise felt like it was being yelled into my ear. I can't describe the noise and I don't want to. I immediately told my uncle, who went out and checked to see if anything was out there, but nothing. I try my best to forget these moments, but they always resurface. I've told countless people, but they all just laugh. I've never been a real believer of religious figures, but those events somewhat made me believe that there may be something powerful out there. I can definitely share more moments with y'all, even though I'll probably freak myself out again. Heck, even typing this up brought back that horrible chill. I can only imagine the terror that he felt. But you never know what life's gonna throw at you. Could be a curveball.